Yep.
So it's so bad, and this is how you know like a product is in a bad spot. Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power. We're not going to spend a lot on this show because I can't stand it. But just to show you how bad the show is in, like the bad position they're in right now, because they lost half their audience. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Yeah, dude.
That drop that they had. But this is what they're doing on the official Rings of Power account on social media. You get trash like this. Okay, we shipped them.
Yep.
Oh man.
Fuck
Seriously. I didn't even,
This is why you lost half your audience. Trying to cater to these people. You deserve what you got.
Tolkien is doing somersaults in the grave, bro.
Like they were covertly doing it. Like they were like the people that were in charge of making it were really doing it, but the fans were the ones driving it.
They literally did it on a boat.
Now
in the final episode of the one, they did it on a boat.
They're now feeding towards that.
They got shipped, literally.
I like Angry Flash.
I can't stand it. I cannot. I'm so sick of these fucking people.
You can't stand it because it ruins shit. I agree. It's awful. I agree.
Well, you know what's going on now? Like the shipping just isn't in TV shows now. So my stepdaughter, she's just entered 8th grade and she's talking about shipping. And so now what kids in school do is they, you know, the friends, like the friend groups, if kids couldn't get bullied enough already, now what they do is that they decide like they want to ship you with someone. So let's say like you're a girl and other girls don't like you. So the popular girls start shipping you with like the weird kid and they bully you until you get with them.
Oh my God.
My stepdaughter was telling me that, and she's telling me like, because we were teasing her like, oh, are you getting shipped with people? And she's like, yeah. And she names off these kids and we're like, oh my gosh, or like, what about your friends? And it's the same. So now they're doing this thing because it's cool to be gay now. And so all of the shipping is all the kids trying to bully each other into being gay and shipping all the boys with other boys and girls with girls.
So glad
ruin everything. Everything gets ruined by them.
Yep.
Everybody was
plagued to fandom. People are plagued to fandom. Cancer. Just spread their shit.
I would definitely be like expelled or something from school if I was in school right now, fighting against everything.
Well, you know what this just tells me is they just need to make another like fucking Vampire Diaries show, or just the CW just needs to start doing those girl shows like Pretty Little Liars, ones like that revolve around romance where the shipping is part of the show. And so that way they stop touching Lord of the Rings or Star Wars or Star Trek. Like you don't need that. There's a specific genre for that. Like I think my mom and I, we like do where I get to pick a book to read and then we both read the book and talk about it. Then she does it. And so she wanted to read these one books that I guess are popular. And I was like, this is a stupid like young adult chick flick book. And I heard that they were going to make it into a movie. And I was like, I really fucking hope that they do, because that's the whole thing. The shipping, the love triangle. Ever since I had to read it, now it pops up on my timeline. And I'm like, this is what these people need. They need another Twilight. They need another Hunger Games. And there's plenty of like people that are writing these types of books that are getting all popular on TikTok. So just make that and then leave our shit alone. But
it's kind of weird. It's kind of like they've flipped it. All the women stuff or the rom-coms and stuff like that, they're trying to make all more masculine with their female characters. And then if you're in the dudes section of the, you know, what they like, they're now trying to make that more feminine. It's kind of like they're trying to just dominate the whole thing, aren't they? But
well, they see how much money the Twilight stuff made, and Twilight is still making fucking money. Like 50 Shades of Grey was a Twilight fan fiction.
Yeah,
it's awful.
God.
Isn't that funny?
That's
so crazy.
Yeah, I do gotta go. Yeah.
Oh, all right.
But you guys have a great night. Yeah, this is all stupid. I'm sure we'll talk more about next week.
Good summary, dude.
Yeah, it's just all nonsense. Absolute nonsense is what it is. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys next week.
Yeah.
Have a good night, chat, everybody.
See you, buddy.
See you guys. Yeah, and yeah, shipping is awful. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you.
Yeah, 50%. Look at that.
This is what's funny though. They actually got some people to come back. That shocked me
The
more than
reviewers.
this. Well, remember, only 37% of the audience from season 1 finished it. So that means some people didn't even finish it and came back for season 2.
But hang on, how many out of that are like the Garys that are watching it because like they're not enjoying it? A bit like us, the ones that want like a season 2 of The Acolyte. You know, how many of those people that did watch it, even though they did come back, aren't enjoying it? They're watching it for the sake of doing a video or review or
not that
whatever.
many. Not enough for this. It's actually higher than I thought it would be. I thought it was going to be a lot worse.
Fair enough.
Because there's still almost got 1 million people. Yeah, it's funny. I mean, this show, it's going to fall off again. What do you guys, this is the last, we're going to move on after this. What do you think, what's the percentage this time that actually watch it from the first episode of season 2 to the last?
What's going to be the drop-off, you reckon?
Yeah, what do you think the drop-off is this time?
I think honestly huge, because I watched those first 3 episodes. The 4th one came out, and I cannot make myself watch it. It's so fucking bad.
Painful, huh?
It like season 1, you're kind of watching it just out of like sheer curiosity. Now it's like, it's so, I don't know how to describe it other than just saying it's so terrible. Like one of the villages that got burned down, magically overnight the forest just became filled with spiders and all of this other stuff happened. It's like, wow, that was a really eventful day. And then you got like the orcs with babies wanting to just be farmers.
Yeah,
and have
they're just good. They're just good people, just trying to get by in the world. That's the.
And then it's like
now.
the one. So they were trying to do that whole relationship between the human woman and like the black elf dude, and the actress was like, "Fuck this, I'm out." So they just killed off her character randomly, and there's not even a good actor. Nobody is good in this show. This last episode was the first introduction of Tom Bombadil, and nobody cared.
Interesting.
It's bad.
It sounds really bad. I'm not even really paying attention. The most that I probably do is watch some people's reviews, and I still even don't really watch those. I reckon it's going to be another 50%, Flash.
I'm with you. I think 45 to 55% of the audience dips. That's what I think. I think 45 to 55% of that number is going to go down.
And how many seasons are they approved to do of this? Like how
6.
That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
man, they're not going to get there.
I think it's 50 hours is what they have to make or whatever it is. But yeah, something like that.
They're not going to get there.
I think they wrap it up next season. I think next season is the final season. That's what I think. Because they're the money they're putting on this show. Well, it's so expensive. How do you justify it when you're losing that much of your audience every season?
I want the Shills to do a petition when it gets cancelled.
I do too.
Renew Rings of Power. I want to see.
Well, you know what's funny is I do think on some level they're like, oh, this chick that's playing Galadriel is super unlikable. Let's put her in the show a little bit less. And so it's focused on all the other characters more than her.
But then the problem... Sorry, but then the problem probably is that they don't really have other characters because they're not real characters.
Well, they're focusing on Sauron now that he's
the master of disguise with his,
and then Isildur.
Yeah.
So the guy that they just showed you that the shipping, that's supposed to be Isildur, the guy that kills Sauron.
Right.
Shelty, yes, it is. It's down 50% from season 1, but the thing we're saying is season 1, only 37% of the people actually finished it.
And what we're saying is what's the drop-off going to be from the beginning of season 2 to the end of season 2?
And I think it's 45%.
I'm going to say 50, yeah.
See, and I'm already out. The views on it aren't even good to cover it. I'm like, it's not worth my time to cover this show. I mean, I'm getting plenty of traction over on Twitter.
I don't think people care about. No one cares.
Nobody does. Yeah. You get
not even
more
to make fun of it,
Twitter.
really. Because I did like 2 videos on it, and they didn't do that well either. Like in the first season, they would have been doing great. People don't even care. They don't
No.
care to even watch people make fun of it. It feels like this
No.
time, like they're just kind of done with it.